Hi first graders, we are doing a video today on Monday instead of live class because I'm not going to be in school on Monday. So I'm going to go over the things that we'll be going over this week. We first of all have our new sight words. We have the word by, as in I am sitting by you. We have the word but. I'd like to go to the store, but I really don't want to. Here we have the word so. We need groceries, so I guess I'll have to go. Did. I hope you did your homework. Not. Why not? And our last one, what. What did you do instead? So those are our new sight words. We'll go over them one more time. We have the word by, but, so, did, not, and what. So those are our new sight words. Make sure you work on those so you get them memorized and know them. Some of them you can actually sound out. Others are sight words. You have to memorize them just because that's how the English language is. And in order to help you learn those sight words, your assignment, you'll get this delivered today, looks like this. It's the really long page. And I know you guys have done this before, some of you have, where we know that this is a three-letter word. So we have to look at our three-letter words down here. It has two short words and then a long or tall letter. Two short letters and then a tall letter. So you have to try to fit the correct sight words into the boxes here. And then you have spaces to write a sentence with each sight word in. Try to make them some fun and interesting sentences if you can. Alright, remember every sentence starts with a capital letter, has spaces between, and it ends usually with a period, and it has to make sense. So check over your sentences when you're done with them. Make sure it does all those things. So this is to help you learn those new sight words. So that's your first assignment of the day. Alright, some of the things we'll be working on this week. Let me share my screen with you here. Looks like this. So the two stories this week will be called Clippity Clop and Chicken Lickin'. Here are our sight words again. Some of the new things we're going to be learning is putting CK at the end of the words. What words, there's word families we'll be talking about with that. And how we add an S at the end makes it plural. So we'll be talking about words that are plural or singular also, which we'll get to, don't worry. So our sight words, what, not, so, but, did, and by. And these are the two stories we'll go over this week. So one of the first things we'll be doing is talking about singular or plural. So singular means just one, and plural means more than one. So if we have just one thing, it's singular, a single person, a single one. Plural means more than one. So we'll talk more about this tomorrow, but I just want to introduce this to you to let you know this is what we'll be doing. Like for example, this picture, is this a singular or plural picture? Remember, singular means one, plural is more than one. And I think you see that there's more than one tree, so trees would be plural. So we'll be talking about that using pictures and also words. You'll find out that if a singular word just looks like van, plural would be vans. We're going to add an S at the end. So that's the type of thing we'll be talking about this week, singular and plural. And if it's plural, we add an S at the end. The other thing we'll be talking about is the CK sound. CK is kind of like, we've learned that with hill, it ends with two L's at the end, so we don't say h, o. We make that just be one sound, so it's hill. And that's going to be the same thing with CK. C and K make the same sound, so we're just going to say k. So it's going to be k, truck, d, k, duck, st, ik, stick. So just knowing that CK, it makes that one sound, that k sound once. But we're also going to learn a spelling clue, that when a vowel is on its own, it needs protection. That's when we need CK. So there's just one vowel here, so that's why we have CK at the end. However, sometimes other words end with a k sound and it's not CK. So when a vowel says its name or has a friend, we just use K. Like for instance here, we have the color word pink. I has a friend, N, so we just use K. Or in this one we have a bossy E here. Tells the vowel to say its name. So when we have that long vowel, when the vowel says its name, we just use K. So this is the type of thing we'll be talking about this week. Knowing that the CK sound just is K. And how to know if we end with CK or K at the end of the word. And that will be our spelling test on Friday, is recognizing if you need CK or just K. Okie dokie. Other things, I'm just going to make sure. Other things we'll be doing is our math. Our math this week is we're introducing a new chapter, and it is going to be Chapter 5. So, Emmett, you have the book at home, so we'll be looking at page 251, and the rest of you have, I ripped out these pages, they'll be in your packet that gets delivered today. So we're talking about addition and subtraction relationships. So, first of all, we're going to decide, do we need to add or do we need to subtract? And then we're going to realize that addition and subtraction are related. That the numbers we use in an addition sentence, we can use those same numbers in a subtraction sentence. And it's called a fact family. So we're going to be talking about that type of stuff. How adding and subtracting those same numbers can all be put together to make different addition and subtraction sentences. So this is the pages that you guys will be doing for your homework. For example, here's our first one here. It says, children tap the Liberty Bell 4 times. Then they tap it 9 more times. How many times do the children tap the bell? So now you need to recognize, are we going to add those numbers or subtract those numbers? Some key words that we can hear is the word more. If we have more, if we have one thing here and then we have more, that means we're adding to it. We're giving more to it. So that's one of the clues. You know that is an addition sentence we're doing. And then how many times do the children tap the bell? So we want to know how many all together. That means we're bringing it together for addition. So on this page, someplace, I'd like you to write your addition problem to go along with the words here. On the next page, it's just some review. So it's adding and subtracting, reminding you of the difference, because we just got done with subtraction. Now we're going to mix them all up to add and subtract. Here you're going to color to show 1 plus 3 and then 3 plus 1. And remember that just because we flip the add-ins around, we still get the same sum. And then don't forget to put the sum in here. Then we have count on to add, and then you write the sums. We have count back to subtract, so then you're going to write the differences here. So just practicing your adding and subtracting. Here we have our word box up here. There's some words that mean addition and some words that mean subtraction. So you go up there and figure out which ones are addition words and subtraction words and write them in the blanks. And then a challenge for you is to write your own addition fact here and your own subtraction fact. So this is some review on those 2 pages, so that's your assignment. Also for fun, there's some addition and subtraction games for you. This one's called Add to Subtract Bingo. And then there's also some vocabulary words to get acquainted with. And one more game at the end to help you out with some addition and subtraction words or vocabulary. And there's one more challenge page for you too. So these pages, the introduction pages, are your assignment for math today. Alright, so that's kind of what we'll be working on this week. I just did a short and simple version today. We'll get more in depth with it tomorrow on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, we'll be back at the regular times and live like usual. So don't forget to do your sight word page, plus the introduction pages for Chapter 5 in math. There will also be some more assignments on Seesaw. So that's kind of what we'll be working on this week, and have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, first graders.